Alright, today we will be working on a third grade elapsed time problem that transitions from AM to PM. Our question states, Alberto is so excited that it is field day at his school. He is most excited for the relay race. If it is currently 10:30 a.m. and the relay race starts at 2:15 p.m., how much time does Alberto have to wait until the relay race begins? So first, let's take a look at an abstract representation of our problem. Alright, so on the left, we have a clock that shows 10:30 a.m. with the hour hand pointing towards the 10 and the minutes hand pointing towards the 6 to represent 30 minutes. This is our start time. On the right, we have a clock that shows 2:15 p.m. with the hour hand pointing towards the 2 and the minutes hand pointing towards the 3, which represents 15 minutes. This is our end time. Our question is asking us, how long does it take to get from 10:30 a.m. to 2:15 p.m.? We can see this visually through the linear model, and as I said, we'll solve this problem with a linear model using the number line approach. So here is our linear model. Now, what I have done is I have put the 10:30 a.m. as our start time, as we said, and 2:15 is our end time. But as you can see, the arrows still continue, so that doesn't mean, that's not the only time that exists. That's just what we'll be looking at today. Also, one thing that I've done is, if you notice, I have small notches on my number line. These represent hours. The reason why I did this is because on a number line it's very important to be specific. That way when you're measuring it can be very clear. So for example, I did by hours 10:30, 11:30, 1:30, 1:30 and 2:30 here. So 2:15 isn't quite there, but it's close. Okay. So first what we're going to do is take a small jump to get to a more familiar number. So our first jump will go from 10:30 to 11, and as I said, this represents 11:30. So we want to go right in the middle, and this is plus 30 minutes, and it gets us to 11 o'clock. Then we're going to take another jump, and the easiest number is an hour. So we're going to jump an hour. So we have plus 1 hour, which gets us to 12. This is AM, and this takes us to 12 p.m. So as we're transitioning into PM on the next jump, it's important to remember that after 12 p.m. comes 1 p.m. So because of the base 60 system, we don't go to 13, we go to 1 p.m. So we'll take another hour jump, and we'll get to 1 p.m. And then we'll take another hour jump, which will take us to 2 p.m. And finally, we just have a small 15-minute jump. That brings us to our final place, which is 2:15 p.m. And it is very important that you note your AMs and PMs, because as you can see right here, we transition from AM to PM. Alright, so now to figure out how much time actually has elapsed from 10:30 to 2:15, we need to add up these numbers. So first, to get from 10:30 to 11, we had 30 minutes. And then to get to the next, we had an hour. We jumped another hour. We jumped another hour. And finally, we did a small 15-minute jump. So if we add these up, we can see 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 4. And 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 3. So from 10:30 to 2:15, it took us 3 hours and 45 minutes. So you can use this timeline, this number line, or more commonly known as the linear model, to help you with those little jumps so it's more comfortable. Alright, there we go.